just check all of that. So starting the walk, check in the walk that you have the ability to flex him, put him on a turn in the beginning. Good, that you can flex him, you can loosen the underside of his neck and then let him stretch down a little in the walk. So he really walks over his back, that he wants to pull his nose down a little bit more. Make him a bit more yieldable off your right leg. Push him a little bit away from your inner leg. There you go. There, see how he pulled down after that? That's what you want to look for. That he doesn't pull down in a rude way, but that he looks to say, here's the bit, let me have it, and I'll take it in the right direction. That's super. Right there. And now could you add a little energy within that shape? Super. Very good.
This is when he blocks me in the underside. You know what I'm saying, Nicholas?
Yeah. You know, a horse that finds it so easy to be round means they have a really nice strong neck.
Yeah.
And they can use it for good or for evil. He mostly uses it in a very good way, and sometimes because his neck is very strong, it means he can carry his neck by himself, but he also means he can use his neck against you. Keep him on a bit of a turn, and then you've always got the ability or the possibility to yield him off your right leg, huh? If you're a little bit turning, a little bit off the wall, then you're always able to soothe him that way. Very good. And change direction and do the same feeling to the left in walk. Good. Now is he flexible left? Do you have the ability to yield him off your left leg? Step more into your right stirrup to do that. There you go. Felt that, huh?
Yeah.
Good job.
Well, and I watched you.
I move around up there, right?
Yeah, I watched your hips and I watched your feet,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
And a lot of people, you see, I write a test and I sit in the middle. But in the training, I'm going to move my body around and get that back to move a little bit. I'm just too lazy to keep pushing harder with my leg. If I want him to move off my left leg right now, and he doesn't, I'll step into my right stirrup and still get the same reaction, if not better, and I'm not working so hard. I can use my weight in that way. It's just a lot of riders or trainers don't actually talk about the way they do that. When you see David riding, he's hanging off the side half the time to really get them off the leg, right? There you go. He even does it in a more overt way than I do. That's super there. I want you to go through the short side at the beginning of the long side. Just trot in that shape. I love that there. There, the under neck. He's totally giving in there. And trot in that shape. Good. And then you just immediately go on a turn. How much can I get him to move through the back? Can I get that left hind leg to tuck under the body a little bit more? Good. And now I want to make a little bit more power in the trot, in that shape. Yeah, see, that's what I want you to look for. See, you added power beautifully, but he changed his neck. So look for that again. I want to add power, but the neck stays the same. There you go. Keep him turning all the time. Even on the straight line, he's ready to turn. That's what I mean, huh?
Yeah.
There you go. Good. Lower in the neck, so I know that you can. Down there. There you go. Very good. Now change direction and give up your new outer rein and support him with your outer leg by stepping into your outer stirrup, and then flex him on the new inner rein. There you go. Everyone talks about outside rein, outside rein, outside rein. Everyone holds the outside rein, and after a while the horse just doesn't hear it anymore. Give it up, and then you touch it, and then it can be heard. There you go. Now go in a circle, have him ready to turn right, or turning right, one or the other. That's it. Good. Tuck that right hind leg under his body a little bit more. Good. Think about stepping his left shoulder out a little more. There you go. See, then you got his back to move, huh?
Yeah.
Then he actually got maybe an inch more tracking up in the trot, and that's significant.
Yeah.
Well done. All right, now sit to that trot in that shape. Good. And now shorten your reins and close your inner leg and start to put him up more towards your second level frame. You show me what you think is your second level frame, and then I'll guide you from there. Keep your right shoulder soft. Right there, I think, is pretty good. There, large, ready for shoulder four. Always ready for shoulder four. Slow down a little bit. There you go. Make sure in every corner you feel like you can make a walk transition, but don't make it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There you go. Every corner I re-harness the energy. That's it. Every corner I inhale and exhale, so that I can basically ride the crap out of him when I come out of the corner, that I can really ride forward out and show how well this horse moves. That's it. So breathe into this corner, Really use this corner to organize, balance, and loosen him so that you can breathe out and say, look at my horse trot. I love it. And breathe in onto the diagonal. Wait. And then look at my horse trot without losing control. Well done. Don't get greedy. Just allow. There
Oh,
you go.
that's perfect.
Breathe in. Keep your right shoulder on the right side. Love it. It's a rhythm to your half holds, huh? It's like a rhythm to your breathing. That's it. Very good. Flex a little left. It's a circular breathing that you almost need to do. You're on the wrong post. Now you got it. Now you got it. Good. Now step into your right stirrup and flex in left. Still, you can half halt in the corners, even in rising trot, okay? That's it. There you go. And breathe out and make more trot. Very good. But you have a horse that, to me, looks exactly the same in both directions now. How does it feel? Good. All right. 1 minute free time to yourself in trot, and then you have a break. Just test things in the trot yourself. There you go. Super. I want to see where you go and see if I have to guide you, okay? I want you to be brave enough to ask a little bit more and be brave enough to make a mistake. Try not to go too much behind him with your upper body. There, really go with that energy. Super. Very good. But that's all coming from you just allowing rather than driving. I love it. Because you're harnessing all the energy in the corner. Very good. All right, give him a little breather when you're ready. It's nice. Looking very, very good so far. Be confident in where you're at because I think it feels really good. Any questions so far? We're going to put him together in the canter in a moment. And I want you to think about that rhythm of the breathing in and the breathing out every corner. You see, I picked up the canter. Even the first corner I rode was only 6 meters away. And I still sat him on his butt. I still cantered up to this pirouette canter, organized him in the corner, and then I cantered out again. Like, he's warmed up for you. And when I went to canter, I'd already made him so loose in walk and trot that I was able to expect the canter to be a great first canter. A lot of these horses, especially the PRE horses, I don't ride them that long and low in the canter. You can make them so loose in trot, and they have such big heads and necks and shoulders that you ride them too round in front and gravity pulls them down.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's why I'm happy for, if the neck is loose, to sit up the neck. Good, but I love how you got him to go to this long and low. It was not that easy for me to find this with him when I had him. Like, this is something that every single day I had to look for and reorganize it, and now you've got it to a place where it's always available. And that's why I made a point of saying it to everyone now. Like, he's trained, he knows to go to the relaxation. And then go to that. And it's always there. And believe it or not, everyone, this is a very tense, hot horse. Not tense, but he's a really electric horse. He's very, very motivated, very sharp, thinks a bit over time. And you have that relaxation button there, and it makes it look like he's the sweetest, easiest horse. But he's quite fiery. He thinks over time. So like, be proud that you've instilled that button and you're really keeping it going. Good, put him together again in the walk. Show me a super collected walk on the circle. That's a walk that you feel like your canter transition is available. Good. Could I canter from this walk? And you just keep marching in the walk until you feel like you could. And make maybe an 18-meter circle on up this end here, just on the inside track, a little bit away from us. His body bent on the line. Think about, you have his neck bent on the line, and think about the body behind the wither to the tail also being bent on the line. There you go. You feel that, yeah? A uniform bend or arc line through his body. And then when you find the right moment, close your inner leg, keep your outer knee bent, and canter. Look where you're riding to, that's it. A little more feeling on the right rein. It was a tick hesitant. Just canter on first. Canter until you feel him a little bit better through the right rein. Yeah, stay on the same circle. A little bit lower at the base of the neck. The neck just where your hands are. Try to make that part lower. Right there. There you go. Breathing on your reins. There you go. Now compress the canter. Collect the canter. Canter at the speed of walk and then I want you to be able to walk. Just your timing. Try again. That's what I want you to look for. It's got to be the rhythm in your right brain, the right brain give, like the control and the pressing back on the right brain to sitting back. And counter at the speed of walk, and sit, and when you're ready, make a walk transition. And right brain and walk. No trotting, no trotting, no trotting. There you go. Don't be afraid. If he falls into trot, don't just give up on that transition. Still stay committed to it. Still say, I wanted canter anyway. But you just got to watch his right shoulder doesn't bulge out too much in that transition. There you go. Keep your right elbow in, and then you're able to keep the transition better. That one was more committed to you. He still didn't help you out, but you gave it a better ride. Do you feel that shoulder drift out there? Mm-hmm. Keep your right brain even a little bit lower. As you come to the wall now, make your walk transition. Right here. And then you can sit and walk. That's the one I want to see. Good job. Stay turning. Counter flex him once and say, get that right shoulder under you. There you go. Then put the neck back in the middle. And now counter. Better. Still he drifted a little bit, but you caught it, okay? There you go. And as you come to the wall, you breathe in, close your upper leg, your right brain, and you walk. That was a little your timing, huh? Yeah. Doesn't matter. Do it again. There you go. He didn't drift out the right shoulder, though. He hesitated, but he didn't drift out the right shoulder. Make a 15-meter circle, and as you return to the wall, make the neck a bit looser. There you go. And then you can breathe in, upper leg, right brain, and walk. Very good. Canter again and control that shoulder. Well done. Well done. Not perfect, but better. Canter around the ring and make the canter a little bit looser in the neck. Like play and give a little bit more. Think a little bit how you're able to drop him in the trot and he breathes. There you go. That's it. I think there has to be a few more moments in the canter of you being neutral in between. Like really work and then chill. Really work now and chill. Good. Now breathe in into this corner like you're going to walk, but don't. Yeah, and chill. There you go. And breathe in again. Yeah, you've got to soften your reins before you take them. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, but it was about the way you came into that first corner. There you go. Soften your reins. Now sit and take the rein a little bit. There you go. And then you soften them again. But if you're already holding a little bit, then he just feels blocked. It's about that breathing, those breathing aids that we talk about. There you go. Good. And then out. That's it. Once more, breathe in. Feel him cantering in your back more. I could see you a bit standing in the saddle there. Just walk. Just walk again. And calm and cool and canter. Well done. Very good. Feel him in your arch your lower back in it. There you go. Good. And out. Good. And in. Doesn't matter. Just correct. Super correction. Good. There you go. Breathing out and breathing in. This is good. This is a nice controlled canter. Super job. Okay, at H, you ride a 10-meter circle, and then as you return to the wall, at the end of your circle, you make a beautiful walk transition. And right rein and walk. A little bit lack of timing, huh? Do it once more until you really own it. It doesn't take the same amount of pressure every time. Sometimes you've got to work a little harder if you have more power. Sometimes you can trust a little bit more or be quicker to give. And now get it done. Because you kind of lost the throughness as you approached the door because you sort of ran him a little bit at the door. You use the approach to the wall to back him off a little bit, but not approaching the wall so much that he's head on. Canter left once more. Good. And down this time around, keep him a little bit more around your left leg. That's it. Still around your left leg. And now sit back and walk. See? Good job. Now let him have a little breather and we'll do the right thing. You're doing really well. Any questions so far?
No, it's just right. My backside, his backside.
Yeah.
And his, getting him looser and the under neck.
And then in the collection that you want for the canter, it's about changing the angle of your seat bones, really. Like arch your back and rock back on your seat in the moment that you inhale, and then the moment that you exhale, you soften your lower back and you roll your seat bones a little bit forward again, if that makes sense. Good. So walk him around to the right now. And put him together once more. Good, and just make that suppleness to the right. And then on the circle up here, you make a transition to canter. But work on the walk so that you know the first transition really works. Good. Good. All right. Now walk on again. That's it. Catch him in a moment there. Train him there. Good. And try it again. Better. Good job. Make the canter a little bit clear first. There you go. A little more control on the left rein. A little more jump and stay on the circle. Stay on the circle. Don't go large on your horse until you really own him on the circle. He was still a bit crooked. There you go. Now you're going to bring the right shoulder a little bit right without the left shoulder vaulting left. There you go. Now you can jump a little bit more in your canter. Turn your body a little more to the right. There you go. Hug him a little more with your right leg. Yeah, until his body is not pushed against your right leg. There you go. And step in more into your left stirrup. Yeah, that was what you needed, huh? That's all that you needed. Just more weight down in your left outside heel. Yeah, that you ride the outside of his body a bit more. Keep working on the left rein and with the weight in your left heel until it becomes that little bit rounder. That's what I want to see. Good, and now large. Ready to turn right though. Otherwise you got the haunch in too much. You have to have him more pointed right on the long side, okay? Push the hind legs out in this corner. Steady, don't drive. Push. There you go. Now 10-meter circle. Collect him a little more. Keep the front end turning to the right like you got. That's okay. There you go. And as you come to the wall, you're going to walk, okay? Expect to be a really good transition. And left rein and walk. Few too many trot steps, but you corrected it. Stay on the same turn. Yeah, he's got to let you keep turning. There you go. And canter on the same turn. Super transition. Keep him little. Incrementally make him smaller in the canter. Same circle, huh? It's not the same. There you go. A little lower in the neck. Same circle, and then you make the transition. So you made it a little late though, huh? You're already facing away from the wall, and that speeds him up again. Canter. Smaller circle. Smaller, smaller. There you go. That's it. And now as you're approaching the wall, like now, it's a little better, but still I think you can be stricter on your left rein and just don't tolerate any trot steps. He will give you trot steps if you allow it. Good. You have to think about it taking more weight behind, like doing squats behind. Really got to breathe in, and you really have to put your back into this transition a little bit more. Good. No trotting this time, and walk. See?
Yep.
Super job. All right.
I felt I could have gotten a canter pirouette if I'd wanted.
Yeah, well, that's the collection that you need for a walk transition is the same collection that you need for the transition. The only thing I think you need to watch with him that he's straighter in right canter, and that means you need to have your right shoulder back and a bit more control from your right leg to your left rein.
Yeah, I felt like I was leaning in, actually.
Yeah, and as soon as I said put weight in your left stirrup and turn your right shoulder back, it's sorted out. Show me that you can stretch him down in trot, and that's a really nice place to finish. Even now, show me that you can bring the forehand a little more to the right. Good. And slow and calm, really boring in this trot. Really loose. I want to hear him exhale. Yeah. Good. Both directions. Good. Super. This is a happy horse.
Yep.
Very, very good. Well done. Close your right elbow. Very good. Keep the weight in your right heel now. Good riding. See, he wanted to deviate and you were really quick to catch that. That's super riding. Very good. All right, I think you can let him walk. I'm really, really happy for you to finish him there. Super job. You're on a good way. Keep doing what you're doing, and every day do it a little bit better.
All right, I will.